Good day everybody and welcome back to the Victorian double-fronted build. The last episode did create a little bit of confusion, so I think I'm going to jump straight in and try and dispel any confusion that may be around. First of all, there are two possibilities here that you could have ended up with last time. You could have ended up with something that looks like... hold on, I really should have done this before I started recording. Terribly sorry. Could have ended up with something that looks a bit like this, or you could have ended up with something that looks a little bit like this. Neither is wrong. Neither is wrong. Just want to say that now. You're both right. And for the first part at least, it's not even going to matter what you did. As long as you have the floor filled in, you should be absolutely fine. Forgive me, I need to belch. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's just get into the layout of this thing straight away. Now, I like to mark out the internal walls with red wool, and I think a good place to start is going to be here at the entrance. So in front of these two walls here, you're going to want to put your red wool marker down. Very easy. And also, while you're at it, just all around the edge, a 1 block clearance around all the edge here. Right, you got that? Good. So anyway, on with the show. So in front of this block here, which is the third or the second, depending on which edge you're counting from, we want to have a 2 block gap, and then you're going to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, I'm putting these on top for demonstrating purposes, and so that you can actually see how many blocks are here, because you can't really count them here, can you? And 2 blocks away, 2 blocks, yeah, away is the right word. I want you to repeat it here, but delete the first 3, and then place this little contraption here, which is basically, I'll put that in there just to show that these are level here. Just put this quartz here, and then 2 stairs here, and then get rid of that end one, and leave that there, because that's the start of the staircase. You don't really need to do anything else with that. Now, at the top, you should link these two together, and then I think the best thing to do is just put a line directly across the house. So, like that, except obviously yours will be 1 layer lower. On this side, all you need to do then is take out the 2 blocks here, so it will look like this. You want to count 2 blocks in from the edge, sorry, and get rid of these 2 here. Easy peasy. But on the other side, we're going to do something slightly different. And it starts here at the front. So find this place here, which is the 3rd or 2nd block in. Same as over there. Again, yours will look a bit like this. Just delete these 2 in here. And then it's a case of lining up with the line you've drawn across here. This bit here doesn't exist yet, don't worry. But it will immediately afterwards. Once you've joined up here, put a 2nd thickness of wall in, and remember to leave the gap. And that should be that side, this side covered for now. We're going to briefly wander over here to put in this wall here, which is an exact, well, it's not an exact mirror, but it sort of is. No, it isn't an exact mirror. Wow, the house isn't symmetrical. Who knew? Anyway, the middle block at the back here, put it in, join. It's basically a huge game of join the lines, really. And once you've done that, from your central wall here, count 1 block inwards, job done, like so. And then you want to mirror it, that wall, exactly over here. So once again, in this little stretch here, find a middle block, build inwards, and again, opposite that doorway over here, create another one, like so. And that should be that. That should be your floor plan done. If you want to pause the video and go back over that, I wouldn't blame you. That's a fairly whistle-stop tour there. But that's what it should look like from above, roughly. Perhaps I'll put some dimensions on the screen. about, I don't know, now, where I'll put in some numbers of how big the walls are. Some key walls, not all of them, otherwise the editing will be a mess, but say, I don't know, that wall and that wall, I think, and then those two there. And perhaps those two. Anyway, let's stop messing around. I did want to do the what are they called? What are these things called? Bay windows. I did want to do the bay windows today, but I think my voice is only going to last for a couple more minutes before my throat just sort of dies. I've got a little bit of a sore throat today. It makes it kind of uncomfortable, and I've got no immediate drink around me to ease the pain. So I think I might just call it a day after that. I think we'll do the front. The front seems like an easy place to finish the episode. So we come to the front here. Honestly, it doesn't matter what design of bay window you've got for this. It just doesn't matter. First thing you want to do is create this gap here, which I believe isn't here yet on your builds. And this thing, I'm not actually sure how wide it is. I think it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9. So, obviously, from the center here of the doorway, 4 blocks on the other side. Leave it there like that. And at the front, I mean the literal front, not this front here, you want to put a huge wall all the way across, like this. We'll leave it like that for now. Now, at the sides, the edge of the wall, we're going to drag this forward like so. And just put a block on the end there like that, so you've got sort of this L shape here. And then we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here, so 1 block beyond this little ledge here. And at the other end, we're going to do exactly the same thing. So blocks down here like so. Create, well, the reverse L shape here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like so. Beginning to come together now. So what will we do next? I think we will put in these little walls here. Very simple. It's basically that. That is it. But do not make it 2 blocks high. Do not make it 2 blocks high. I repeat, do not make them this little section 2 blocks high, because what you actually need is something I don't have in my pack at the moment. Half slabs. We're going to be using half slabs on top of here. So just put them on top of these blocks like so. Very easy. Very easy indeed. Now we're going to move over to the main entrance. Now it gets considerably wider, this does. In fact, it gets to 7 wide. So what we want to do is go over to here. Once again, find the center. Sorry, all the air sort of just deserted my lungs then. Find the center, which is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is that. We won't do anything with that for now, but what we will do is we will build, for God's sake, I just haven't got the right materials with me on me. It's so annoying. I'm so disorganized. That is better. So what we're going to do now is build this little section in here. This sort of T-shaped section that joins up with the front of the bay window. So I'm going to mark it out with brick first. So like this, come to the edge of the wall here, and then it's just a matter of doing that. There we go. This isn't quite job done because we have to extend obviously this to be level with the wall here, and then do that. And of course now we're not even done, because if we go back over to here, we can see that this block is clearly taller than the rest because we have used half slabs in here instead. So if we go into the sort of weird lawned area here, you can clearly see it's a half slab. I'm sorry this is so bad in terms of explanation, but I am on limited time to prepare these things. So there we go. And of course we need to put half slabs on here. Normally I'd say do the same thing on the other side, but that was such a poor explanation that I'm going to do it again. So mark out the T shape like this with blocks again. Extend this top layer to the front of this wall like you see here. Place half slabs in here and then also along the entirety of the front wall like so. Then come over here and delete the 3 blocks inside this area here and replace them with half slabs like so. And then you're pretty much done with your sort of enclosed garden areas. You can meddle with that all you want. I'll show you what I've done. I put in a hedge, birch hedge, with some plants behind it, some of which you can't see, which is fairly poor design, but I wanted this patterning to be visible. And up here, I left this one blank really, but you can do whatever you want really. It's outdoor design. Next and lastly, I think this episode is long and confusing enough already. We're going to be breaking out the sandstone. So we need stairs, we need blocks, and we also need half slabs. So first of all, I need to get in front of the actual build. We are going to put in the stairs all the way across like this. And then we need a 3x7 wad of sandstone like this. Oh, rats. Then break out your half slabs all the way across like this. And finally, we're back to regular sandstone for the rest of it, the grass here, like so. Phew! Have you got that? If you have, congratulations, you deserve a medal. The final touch at the front is this pavement here and this road. This is bedrock, I believe. I won't do this now because it's incredibly boring and I did this with MC Edit. But this is what you should end up with at the front. Yeah, not a terribly productive episode, I'll be honest. In fact, I may double film these. I may actually do the bay windows immediately after this, because I think that would be quite a big sort of thing to do. Because this doesn't really feel like we've made much progress, when in reality it's been 2 kind of difficult things to explain. Phew, take a breather. I will. Become Yoda, I will, it seems. Thank you very much for watching. This was, again, kind of confusing. It's been a sort of whistle-stop tour of the house, but pause this, rewind this as much as you feel is necessary. I'll just go up here to the overhead view. If you can count the blocks somehow in that, then you've got better eyesight than me, but that's not difficult because I am incredibly short-sighted. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Once again, any problems at all, I'm always ready to answer questions in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.